Okay, so today I'm going to start with this chart thing. And there's only one new idea that we hadn't covered. Okay, so in this box here, I'm going to put the one new idea we haven't done. So this is a composite function, f of g of x. Remember that from the end of our pre-calc? We did this unit last. A composite. Okay, so here's the rule. The derivative equals f prime of g of x. And then guess what? We're going to attach a derivative of that. Seems to be the idea. We always seem to attach the derivative of an inside something, right? Okay, otherwise, all this is old stuff. Okay, number one. If the equation equals the f of x plus the g of x, what's that? That? Good. Okay, if the function is the f of x plus the g of x, the derivative is the derivative of f of x plus the derivative of g of x. Okay, so we knew that. Now it's specifically saying at x equals 3. So what is the f prime at 3? What's the g prime at 3? Okay, so I'm going to follow the chart. So at the x value of 3, f prime is -4. See how I'm following the chart there? And at the x value of 3, g prime is -2. So that answer is going to be -6. Okay, number 2. If I derive this equation, when you derive something with a 3 in the front, it just becomes 3 times the derivative. And this becomes 4 times the derivative. Okay, and we're specifically doing this at an x value of 1. So this is going to the chart, and you're going to have to go to an x value of 1. What is f prime? So right here, so that's 3. So 3 times 3. And at the x value of 1, the g prime is 4. So 4 times 4. And then what is 9 plus 16? Okay, number 3. What do we got going on here? What kind of rule? The product rule, right? Okay, so do you remember it? That's what we're going to be doing, right? F prime g plus f g prime. Okay, so I'm going to write this out the long way. Okay, so f prime, I'm obviously doing this at 4, times, So I derived that, keep that. Okay, I'm just following this rule. Derive that, keep that. Plus, keep this times derive that. Does that make sense with the rule? Derive times keep plus keep times derive. Okay, now it's all about just making sure you're puzzling it together here. So go into the 4 column. So the f prime is 3. The regular g is 5. Just the f is -2. And the g prime is 6. Okay, so that's how you puzzle them together. So 15 plus -12. Okay, number 4, the quotient rule. Okay, so when we do a derivative, we will do f prime for regular g. Subtract regular f g prime. All divided by regular g squared. Okay, so I'm just fitting the chart input stuff into the rule. Okay, I feel like these are all the numbers from above, aren't they? We okay to copy this? So we already did this, was a 3 times a 5, and then a -2 times a 6, and then what was the G4 one? That was the 5? 5 squared. Okay, so what do we get here? We have a 15 subtract a -12 over 25. We're going to add that though, right? Because it's negative. So 27 over 25 is your answer. Okay, so number 5 was the new rule today. Okay, so this one that we did in the box, I'm just writing it out, but you can see it on your paper here. Okay, so how does this one work? So we're going to do the f prime at g of 2 times the g prime at 2. Okay, I need you to get me this number first. What is the g of 2? So in your chart, what's the g of 2? So that's 3. Which now makes that question, what's the f prime of 3? So the f prime at 3 is -4. And what times by the g prime at 2? G prime 2. So that's a -7 on the chart. So that answer is going to be 28.